Hi, it's me, Carmen. This is my very first video about my lupus journey. Hopefully it's lupus or whatever it is. I just hope we get a diagnosis. I've had a lot of problems from really when I was young, but most recently, probably since '05, things have gotten progressively worse. When I was 2, I was outside playing, my mom told me, and she came out. I was out in the sun, playing in the sun in the heat in the south, so it was really hot. And she came outside and found me laying face down in the dirt. So they rushed me to the hospital, and I was in the hospital for 2 months. And at the time, what they diagnosed me with was sickle cell trait, which came from my father's side of the family. But and you know, there was this doctor after I was released from the hospital. I was there for like 2 months, and they couldn't figure out what happened and why I couldn't walk and all of that. That was at 2 years old. Fast forward, to my mid-teens, I saw from the time I was 2 through my mid-teens, I saw a doctor who practiced. He was from Africa, and he specialized in sickle cell anemia and sickle cell trait. And they have always attributed my, crisis symptoms that I would have, like my sun sensitivity, my pain in my joints, and, my periodic inabilities to walk. They've always attributed that to sickle cell trait. So when he died, no other doctor acknowledged that my problems stemmed from sickle cell trait. They all said, you have no problems with sickle cell trait. You're just a carrier. And it was always frustrating because that's not true. There are a number of carriers, sickle cell trait carriers, who have symptoms that mimic the anemia without that level, of course. But so now here I am, 2012. I haven't been able to really work since 2009, and I'm always fatigued, always fatigued. I get these rashes all over my body. I just get all these crazy rashes, and then most recently I got the butterfly rash. So my daughter and I, we said it's got to be lupus, because I have severe osteoarthritis. My joints ache all the time. My legs hurt nearly every day. It used to be 2 or 3 times a week my legs would hurt. Now I'm doing good if I have 2 or 3 days a week when they don't. I'm doing really, really good. For the most part, they hurt every single day. I get this horrible fatigue if I'm out in the sun or in the heat. It's horrible. If I move around too much, I get fatigued. My legs sometimes won't even carry me. In 2000, I think it was 2008, 2009, one of the two, I came home from work, and I literally could not get up the stairs. I was on the inside of my house, and my bedroom was upstairs, and I literally could not get up the stairs for like an hour and 45 minutes. My 70-year-old mom is behind me, and I'm laid out on the stairs trying to pull myself up with my elbows, trying to just crawl up. and I didn't have enough upper body strength to even crawl up the stairs. So she's trying to push me up on my bottom, and for like an hour and 45 minutes, and I was laid out literally in bed for 3 days. I couldn't move. I was just tired. I got up to use the bathroom, maybe to get something to drink, and I was back to bed. I have these episodes where I just, sometimes the pain is all over, from my hands to my hips, my knees, and sometimes I have fairly decent days. I'm only 51, and I bought my first cane today. I do have a walker. I do use a service dog. I've had him for 4 years because he's my, he helps me with mobility, which they've always just kind of said you have severe osteoarthritis. But now I know that it's probably stemming from one thing. I see the rheumatologist on Monday. I'm very nervous. I've looked at a lot of your videos here on YouTube. Other survivors, some young, some in their teens, some adults, some are in my generation, and I'm inspired. But I really want a diagnosis so that I can start treatment, so that I can start feeling better. It's just some days I'm just no good. Some days I can do nothing but just sleep and rest. I can't move. Some days I can't cook dinner. I can't cook meals. And it's no joke. And I've really been delving in. A few weeks ago I got my first ANA results back, and it was positive, 640 speckled, homogeneous speckled. And so I'm seeing the roomie on Monday, and I'm really hoping that this is not a long drawn out diagnosis, because I really need to get something solid so I can start treatment. My test results a few weeks ago from my primary, 90% function on my kidneys. My heart, I've always had heart problems, and I've had treatment for it and been hospitalized 4 times for it since 2003. However, they've always kind of treated it separately. But now I know all these things. I do have asthma. I have a lung disease. I get, all these different infections in my lungs all the time. And I know that it has to be one central problem. So everybody out there, it's kind of long, but it's my first video. Just say a prayer for me. Subscribe to my video, and send me some encouraging words, because I'm really at a point now to where I don't want to deny that something's wrong. I just want to find out what it is so I can get treatment, be proactive, and get better. So until next time, thank you for watching, and let's keep in touch.